Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another season preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for our baseball season preview is head coach Matt Bair. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Aaron. Thank you.
Okay, well, first to kick things off, I usually kick things off with what your goals slash expectations are for the season, but with the baseball program, as you've iterated in past, like there's always an expectation of the try to go for that conference title and then make an impact on a national scale.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we play to win, and that's what we look forward to this season. We think we have prepared ourselves well, and we've got a really good core of players this year, up and down the classes, freshman through senior. And that conference title, though we've made it to the tournament every year and even to that championship game, we've fallen short there. But there's a lot of parity in our conference. There's a lot of really good teams, great coaches, great developers of players, and a lot of good talent. So we have to be on our best game, and I think we've got to be lucky too. But at the end of the day, we've got to carry our responsibility and be good and clean and polished out on the field.
All right, and then what would you say your team's strengths are for this year?
Just balance. We have a contributing group of freshmen from last year who are now a year older, as sophomores, and I think some of that natural maturation, along with having some experience under their belt, is going to benefit us in a great deal or a great way. We have a senior class who several have been contributing since they were freshmen. And so we've got a great group of leaders in that senior class. And then in between and on the backside of that with the freshmen and juniors, I just really feel good about the balance of the team this year. And we're going to have contributions from all classes, and that's exciting.
Yeah, okay. So going through, and I know, and then every one of these guys is talented, and makes it, and it's going to be contributing. Who are some of the key people that you expect to stand out for you this season?
Well, I think we'll have a lot of guys stand out in different ways. Some, seen out on the field, and a lot even behind the scenes. We just, it's a great group of men that we have on the team this year. But that being said, out on the field, you've got several key returning all-conference and all-regional guys, and Tyler Smitherman and Justin Reed, Evan Doan and Logan Nickel and Landon Southern and Walker Stahl. All were significant contributors last year on the mound and have been for several years, who are back this year. We do return the freshman conference player of the year from last year, who's a sophomore this year, Jake Stank. And inevitably I'll be leaving some guys out of that mix, but I could name every one of these guys, to be perfectly honest with you.
Absolutely.
And I do think we have a great freshman class. I think you're going to see some contributions up and down the lineup and in our rotation of pitchers within this freshman class. So, I just think there's excitement, freshman through senior, and at the end of the day, I think the culture that these guys have been able to create and maintain and grow here has been exciting and fun to be a part of with it.
Okay, and then so now we open up the series with the season with a 3-game series against Trine. That'll be in Kokomo. Tell us about what your expectations of Trine are.
Well, they're very well coached. They've got a tremendous coaching staff. Just a few years ago, they had one of the best pitchers, if I remember correctly, in the country. But I know they're going to be well prepared, and my expectation is that they're going to come ready to win just like we are. And so, there's not a lot of scouting reports and things like that out there on those guys for us to necessarily take to the field, day one. But we have done a little bit of homework. But ultimately, we just want to play baseball. And we want to go out and try to play the best game that we possibly can on the mound, at the plate, defensively, on the bases. And I feel like, or at least I try to enforce with the guys, if we can win the game against the ball, we've got a great chance against any team that we play. So our focus is going to be on playing just quality baseball.
Okay. And then before going to my final question, I want to talk about, there's this the saying within the program, even going back to the Don Brandon era, is
question. Obviously it's derived from the Bible, and the best is yet to come is just a perspective and an outlook that's positive. And I want my guys to have that both in life and on the field. And so even though we remember the tradition and the history and the great teams and players who have come through Anderson University baseball, it's not that we want to look past them or the current season that we're in, but we always want to be progressing towards a better us in the future. And that's both on the field and off the field. So I'm really not sure who coined that as the motto of Anderson University baseball. I'd probably give credit to Don Brandon where it's deserved there. But, we have carried that on because I just believe it's the perspective that sets the tone for life, the program, and the game. And we do believe day in and day out the best is yet to come.
And then finally, what does your team need to do to be successful this year?
I alluded to it a little bit earlier. We just need to be clean with the baseball. We need to pitch it well. We need to hit it well. We need to run well and defend well. And those are the things that we're trying to prepare these guys for fundamentally in and out of practices every single day. Ultimately, game days for the guys. We want to do our best as coaches within our practice realm to prepare them to get out there and to be at their best on the field. But they're the ones who get to play the game and compete. So, I want their compete meters to be on absolute green. I want them to be hungry and ready to win, and we want to try to prepare them fundamentally to play at their best out there. And hopefully that's what we've done.
All right, well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more previews, any more content we may be putting out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with your Anderson Ravens baseball team this season. They'll be playing in Kokomo this season, this weekend. They'll be against Trine. We will have live stats for all three of those games as well. Coach Bair, thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Ravens.